Welcome back to round number 3 for our Gym Challenge League Challenge, 2nd of 2025, here at Psycho Turtle in Pico Rivera, California. I am Dennis Geisler. That's a normal chair. Getting into round number 3, as mentioned, and of course, come out here. I don't know when the next event here is, but keep in touch. Obviously, the local locator will tell you where the next event here is, and on top of that, support Psycho Turtle, buy cards there, such and such and stuff. We appreciate that they let us host events here, and so often it's genuinely really fun. And I know a lot of areas of the country don't even get to do this. Jason Tang and Angel Torres. Jason Tang with the Whimsicott, Chiyu, Amoonguss, Iron Hands, Reggie Drago, and Zacian. Does have the Terra Ground, Intrepid Sword for its ability, Rusted Sword for its held item, Terra Blast, Iron Head, Protect, Play Rough. Angel Torres has Incineroar, Rillaboom, Raging Bolt, Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Pelipper, Calyrex, Ice Rider, Terra Water, Clear Amulet, Glacial Lance, High Horsepower, Trick Room, Protect. Got through all that. Jason Tang going to open up with a real breaker core, although you can't really do too much with this right now because Pelipper has Wide Guard, so you can't just go for the Tailwind Dragon Energy as you want to do with Reggie Drago. What can you do here? You have a Zacian in the back. That just says Reggie Drago. Reggie Drago uses Protect. And the Wide Guard does use Wide Guard. The Pelipper does use Wide Guard. Pelipper's gonna get hit pretty hard by a Moonblast there. Knockoff from the Incineroar going into the Reggie Drago. Gonna try to chunk it just a touch. Now Reggie Drago in a bit of danger actually. Not Reggie Drago, the Pelipper in a bit of danger. Reggie Drago is always in a bit of danger, but that's unrelated. What you get for dealing a Reggie Drillion damage is also having to sometimes not do a Reggie Drillion damage when somebody's around. Somebody hits you. Does have some bulk, but that just lets it sit around, not really with the dragon energy that it wants to use so badly. This is also Terra Ghost with Terra Blast, so it has that Dragon Ghost coverage that is really nice. Pelipper uses Protect, can't do that after Wide Guard. And it's going to get dropped. And Jason with the Draco Meteor, is this going to drop the Incineroar? It crits, and it does drop the Incineroar. Don't know if it did it from straight up, but that is a lot of damage. And a little bit of damage back with the Life Orb. A nice start for Jason. And at this point, you can probably go for the Tailwind Dragon Energy. See how much damage you can rack up on Calyrex and Urshifu right now. Especially knowing that, well, Calyrex can go for the Trick Room. Try to swap those, swap that around. Whimsicott does not have Encore, it has Cotton Spore instead. Tailwind, Moonblast, Cotton Spore, Protect. In case you didn't see it before now, I certainly didn't. I wasn't paying attention. But that does mean that if Calyrex decides to Trick Room, it doesn't just get locked into it. So it doesn't have to be afraid of clicking Trick Room. Surging Strikes into the Whimsicott, not going to pick up the knockout. Not even particularly close even. It's kind of close. Not like scarily close. It will drop to a Glacial Lance though. Moonblast into the Urshifu. That's a one-hit knockout. That just absolutely destroyed that thing. And Reggie Drago going for the Dragon Energy. Slightly better damage, actually, than another Draco Meteor. Dang. Probably. Glacial Lance will probably knock out both these Pokemon right now. And it sure does. That'll put Calyrex at +2. But it'll be at +2 while being pretty slow with a Zacian against it. And something else. I think it was this. I didn't look that close. It is a moon. And I think that means that Jason's going to be able to pick up this game number 1 here. This has Protect. Protect, Sludge Bomb, Spore, Rage Powder. No Pollen buff. Interesting. In any case, we got the Terra on the Calyrex. Terra Water. The way out is getting the Terra here, taking a hit from Zacian. The Zacian protected anyways, so it will not matter. Double protect for Jason. So never mind, I guess. Yeah, went for the Glacial Lance. And this may not be the final turn, but it is certainly close. Pizza on the way. So exciting. Gotta keep an eye on that pizza tracker. Game goes quickly, so I can get some pizza. Play rough, not gonna pick up the knockout, barely not enough. Glacial Lance into both these Pokemon, not gonna do a whole lot, resisted by both. That did good damage though for being resisted by both. And now Calyrex is asleep and at like probably like 6 HP. I think that's gonna be it for this battle for game number 1. And just a nice start by Jason, going with the Regidrago and the Whimsicott. Feels very one-dimensional, feels like you just want to click Tailwind and Dragon Energy, but clearly had a lot more sauce to it than that. And was able to get the job done. So that's game 1 to Jason. See how Angel wants to adapt. Although, obviously, not bringing Pelipper means you are even more at risk of getting Regidrago'd, which you probably don't want. So you probably have to bring the Pelipper to start out. Very interesting. Much to think about. There's no Terra Fairy on the team. There's no Fairy type or Terra Fairy. This is a pretty bad matchup for Angel, actually. Jason can obviously switch things up a little bit here, if preferred, if he wants. He will, I think. Game number 2. Jason Tang up 1-0 after a great Regidrago performance and a solid Zacian knockout. Zacian didn't do much, but Zacian did show up. Pelipper and Incineroar, the lead once again for Angel. It's going to be Zacian Iron Hands the other direction. Iron Hands is Assault Vest, so both these Pokemon are going to be very sad about this Intimidate from the Incineroar. Jason might have been anticipating a different lead after the first game, but if that was the anticipation, it was incorrect. An Ice Punch Iron Hands. Does have the Assault Vest. Now at -1. Weather Ball from Pelipper, not going to land. Pelipper is Hurricane, Weather Ball, Wide Guard, Protect, no Tailwind. Close combat into the Incineroar, going to do good damage, not enough to knock out. Iron Hands now at -1 attacks, defense, and special defense. I had to think about what stats were for a minute. Now an opportunity for Jason. I think both Jason's Pokemon can knock out both of Angel's Pokemon right now. Well, no, Pelipper is Stash. But getting rid of Incineroar will be a nice boon. Incineroar will swap out. That will mean a free hit onto something else. The Urshifu. Urshifu is gone. Goodbye, Urshifu. Play Rough will take it down from straight up 100-0. And that is Urshifu's lot in this series, I suppose. Weather Ball into the Zacian. Good damage, not enough to knock out. Wild Charge into the Pelipper, going to bring it down to the Focus Sash. And there it is, the Focus Sash. Iron Hands will take a little bit of recoil, not a whole lot. Feeling good. Incineroar back out again. And even at -2 for Iron Hands and -1 for Zacian, I think that Jason can basically replay the turn 1. Going for the Zacian Protect and letting Iron Hands get work done. For Angel, I don't know what you do about that other than, I guess, try to fake out the Iron Hands potentially? If you read what's about to happen. It is the fake out on the Iron Hands. See what the Pelipper decides to go for. It is Hurricane, double targeted. And a critical hit. And it confuses. Ideal turn for Angel. Probably didn't know all that. But that's a good turn there. Zacian, moving quickly, gets the Behemoth Blade onto the Pelipper. Pick up the knockout there. And Incineroar, ooh, Iron Hands first. Through Confusion. Hits itself in its Confusion, doesn't even knock itself out. And Incineroar will finish it off with the knockoff. But Iron Hands, the damage is definitely already done. Got a huge chunk onto Incineroar and did most of the work for Pelipper as well. Calyrex in now. Air's still available for both sides, and there's Regidrago. And here's Regidrago. Fun's over. Well, fun for Angel, I suppose. Regidrago's fun is only beginning. As it can click Dragon Energy with no consequences. Might be the end, to be totally honest. Terra comes out, I think that's Angel's. Or actually, I think Jason just Terra the Regidrago. I saw that, I was paying attention. Terra goes. It looks even funnier than Terra Dragon on the funny Regidrago head. I like it so much. I like Regidrago, it's so funny looking. The Terra the other direction will be on to the Calyrex. Make it resistant to that Behemoth Blade from Zacian. I believe that it's targeted into it. Is in the Behemoth Blade. Not gonna do a lot of damage. Wow, that did like no damage. Dragon Energy, that'll finish off the Incineroar. Great damage to the Calyrex. Not gonna pick up the knockout, but gets very close. How much will Glacial Lance do? Shouldn't knock out Regidrago. And doesn't knock out Zacian either. At +0, not going to get anything done. And I believe that's going to be it for game number 2. Angel cancels the battle, and Jason Tang with a clean 2-0 victory. Great work from the Regidrago and the Zacian combined together. Just really well played all together by Jason. Not many notes. It was obviously a great matchup. There was nothing that stopped Regidrago. Obviously, Regidrago's biggest enemy is anything with Fairy type or even a Terra Fairy, and there was nothing there for it. But in any case, we're going to take a probably somewhat longer break, as that was the first game done here, I think. We're going to eat some pizza, and then we're going to be back for round number 4, getting into the later rounds of Swiss. Don't go anywhere.